I'm going to wait a few minutes before getting started just to make sure anyone else who is joining um, comes on in. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and get started. So my name's Trevor. I am a current semester 5 student. And yeah, that's pretty much me. So this is kind of more like student led. So whatever specific questions you guys have, feel free to ask them. And my job here is really just to hopefully answer any questions you have or point you in the right direction. If I'm not able to answer the question, that I can point you to the direction of someone who can. So whenever you guys would like, ask away. Or if you guys want me to I can share my screen and kind of, if you guys aren't familiar with like Castle Branch or where to find things on the website, I can share the screen and kind of show you where to find things as well. So whatever you guys would like to do, I'm game for. So
I have a question.
yes, ma'am.
I got my drug screen today. I
Okay.
got it done. So, it says the drug screen result. Am I supposed? They told me that they couldn't give me a results. They send it straight to the college. So, what would I put in?
So you still need to upload, even though they send them to the college. I'm positive that you still have to upload them onto Castle Branch. Did they give you like any sort of like paper at all when you left, or?
Yeah, they just gave me like a receipt saying I got it done
Oh,
and
okay.
I
What
was
I
there.
what I would recommend is just because like what I did is I just called the place and they emailed me a copy of the results and I just uploaded that file to Castle Branch. So that's what I would recommend you do is just either give them a call and have them email that to you because
Oh,
even if they do send them to the school, you still have to upload the results into Castle Branch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I uploaded the receipt or whatever that said I was there.
Right.
So
So,
I'm
and
pretty sure that's not gonna work.
yeah, so they'll, and I don't know if that'll work. Castle Branch will either accept that or deny it, and if they deny it, they'll tell you the reason why it was rejected. But I would say just give the place you went a call and just have them email you a copy of those results.
I also had a question about the TB part.
Okay.
So I did do one part of it. I guess you're supposed to do two. And it says 1 to 3 weeks. So today would have been like 3 weeks within that 3 week frame. But I'm kind of scared that they won't accept it.
Um,
Is it will they not accept it if it's like goes into 4 weeks?
that I'm not sure if there's a time frame. I know with things like I know from what I've been told that is like for the Hep B series, if as long as you're up to date, because sometimes you continue that even after the due date of when it's due. As long as you're up to date, like for the Hep B, then that's okay as long as you just stay up to date. With the TB screening, I'm honestly not sure how that works. Um, I would say that I would try to follow the timeline. That's what I would recommend that it's given because that's what it's saying on the paper. Um,
Okay.
but it did your when you did you do like the skin test one?
Yeah, I did the skin test one about November, I would say 8th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when I got it done and I got it read that week. So this is the third week, but it's like kind of pushing it. Like
Right.
Monday was like the 3 week frame.
Right.
So today is Tuesday and I got it done again. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
Thursday. Yeah. So I got it done again and then I get it read on Saturday. So,
I mean, as long as you're up to, I would recommend that as long as you're up to date with it, then you should be okay. That's what I would assume.
yeah.
Uh, Castle Branch also gives you the requirements, so they might give you some more details. If you look under the tuberculosis tab, it might give you um, like some more details about the timing and
Yeah.
what's allowed or not. Um,
Okay.
or you can also email Miss Gonzalez Schultz, and she might be able to help you out as well.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all the questions I needed. Was that all this workshop was for?
Yeah, I was basically to answer any questions that you guys might have or clear up any confusion that you might.
Okay.
So,
All
like
right.
for the Castle Branch, just to kind of give you more, like so I'm logged into my account, like under the two-step TB skin test, it says the test consists of, or with the results being read 48 to 72 hours later, and then the process repeated 7 to 21 days later. Um, a total of 4 visits to the provider. So I don't know if that clears up.
Yeah, probably I did it too late. So since I did this TB today, so I would probably do it in 7 days again, right?
Yeah, so that's what it looks like Castle Branch is saying. It just says, so you get your first, like your first test, you get it read the 2 to 3 days later, and then you get it repeated either it looks like that 1 to 3 weeks later.
Okay. All right. Thank you. That
Yeah,
was all I had a question about.
I don't mean to butt in, but you should, if you've already had it, if it's like, you should just get the blood test done, the
right.
whatever it's called
That's,
thing done.
that's what I did. I got the blood test done personally because it was just easier and I didn't have to go back again.
What did you guys, because when I go to the IHS, they're so confused. Like they don't know.
You
They keep
on that
asking me.
paper, it literally says like the blood test, whatever the blood
Yeah,
test.
so you can what I personally did is I did the quantiferon
Yeah.
gold blood test, and they just draw your blood and they give you
A result?
a result, and then that's all you can upload. So
Really?
That today.
I should have just did that today.
yeah, so
Okay.
when I was getting all my titers done, I just did that at the same day and got it taken care of as well. So if you can do that, I would honestly recommend that because just a little easier, and you don't have to worry about a specific timing or coming back to your clinic.
Yeah, because I don't think they'll accept it because it's more than 21 days. So I might as well just do that.
Yeah, that's what I would recommend, honestly.
Okay. Thank you, Victoria.
You're welcome. I just remember them being really specific about it.
Yeah,
Hey,
especially for clinical sites, they're really specific about that, which is why the school is. So
yeah. I have a question. So I went to go get my physical done today.
okay.
Some issues. I guess my doctor doesn't do the hearing test or like the eye color test or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Mine didn't have my physician also didn't do it. So he left it blank. He left it blank and they accepted it.
Did they?
Yeah.
My doctor was literally like, I'll give you a referral, but I don't know if, and I tried emailing somebody, but I didn't know how Castle Branch was going to take it. And since I'm like at the end of the end, basically.
Yeah, I mean, you could always upload it. So you could always upload it to Castle Branch, and they will, like, if
They'll tell you if they don't accept it, right?
Right. Yeah. So if they reject it, they'll give you the reason why. So if it's that reason, then they'll tell you why that it was rejected.
Then maybe I'll just try that. I didn't know that it would tell you why, so that helps.
Yeah. So like when I got my drug result screening, when I uploaded my results, to give you an example, it was rejected because the results, they weren't able to read the actual results. So I had to re-upload them in a way that was easier for it to read. So it gives you a reason why. It doesn't just say rejected.
Okay, maybe I'll just try that because.
Yeah. But it sounds like if someone else was able to leave it blank, then
yeah.
And I think the main thing they're looking for is other issues, I would assume.
I would hope so.
Well, I'll show you my paper. Look, hold on. See on the top?
Oh yeah.
He didn't fill it in, so. And I turned it in like this, and Castle Branch was able to accept it.
I do have, sorry, Trevor, kind of I'm gonna be a nurse, but I do have like a female question. So, you know, whenever you go for a physical and they're like, do you want to get everything done? And I said, no. Does that matter? Jalissa, do you know?
No.
Did you have to get everything done? Or
No.
is it okay that I said no to getting like a breast exam and like everything else, like, and like a pap smear?
I think it's fine because on mine, the chest and breast part is not checked off.
Did they give you like a specific form that your doctor needs to fill out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I would say I would just stick to that form, and if that's not on there, or if that is,
it is on there, and that's the thing.
Okay,
right.
Mine is left blank. If you can see, like the chest, rectal, those are all left blank. So I mean, and Castle Branch accepted it.
And so like I mean, I would say I would honestly recommend trying. If they left it blank and they accepted hers, then I would assume that you're going to be fine.
Yeah. Okay. You just did it really quick and
yeah.
Yeah. I think you'll be fine.
If it's rejected, they'll tell you why, and then at least you know that you can go get that follow-up done.
So another question, sorry, I only have one more. On Castle Branch, so whenever it says like all of our things that we need to get done, our list, and then there's the other one where it's like documentations. Do we have to put anything else into there that's not on the list?
No, you just need to upload the files that are on your to-do list, and that's what's required. I
just needed to do a blood test. I didn't know that was an option.
Yeah, you shouldn't have to upload anything else that's not under that to-do list.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure because there's like on the other one it shows medical records and I didn't know if we needed to have them or
as far as like this whole semester I've only used Castle Branch to upload that checklist. We haven't used it to upload anything else at this point. So
awesome. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Does anyone else have any questions?
I do have a question. In regards to the transcripts,
Okay.
so I know that they say they're gonna be due on December the 1st, and I sent mine back on, beginning of November, and they still had not been downloaded by the sender. So I keep getting these emails that the user Jay Gonzalez has
Yeah.
not read them. I'm
Uh,
gonna get penalized for that if she not downloaded them, or
so yeah, I know she's the one that's in charge of the transcripts. So what I would honestly, have you emailed her about it, or they're just emailing you that saying that she hasn't read them yet, I guess?
no, I keep getting the emails directly from the transcripts that they send it over as requested because I pay for them,
Right.
but they have not yet downloaded. So because they say everything was due on the beginning of December, December the 1st.
Right. So what I would do is I would email Miss Gonzalez Schultz directly and just let her know, like, hey, I got an email saying that my transcripts were sent over, and I just want to confirm that you've received them. And I would just let her know the time you've sent them over. Because she's the one that looks at them. I know she told me that they were due the 1st when we touched base about these workshops. So I would say reach out to her directly and just verify that she got them. And at least that way, you know that the school has them and they just haven't looked over them yet.
Got it. Because I've been sending a lot of emails lately, but
Yeah.
none of them get responded because I know there's a lot of them going on.
Right.
So I know, but I just, right now it's like a really time sensitive because we're already on the 3rd.
Yeah. I would say, like, if you sent them over and like you before the deadline and the school hasn't just opened them yet, I would assume that you would be fine. But I touched base with Miss Gonzalez Schultz afterwards, so I can just make note that you were having a concern and hopefully she can reach back out to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. But if the transcript or wherever you sent them is saying that they sent them to the school, I would assume that the school has them. They just haven't opened them.
Okay.
And yeah, I would maybe just, if you haven't talked to her directly about the transcripts, I would maybe shoot her an email. And once again, if I can get a hold of her,
I'm gonna send her a new one today.
Okay, yeah.
And I got another question in reference to the CASA branch.
Okay.
I still getting, actually, this is my 3rd notice that I got from them advising if I'm about to submit the drug screen, but I haven't get anything from the school in directing me how to do it.
Yeah, so for that one, I know it's random. I know in our last workshop, some students also still haven't gotten their like go time to get their drug screening. So for that, I believe everything's due the 18th, right?
Yes.
So I would assume that they would give you the time to go before the 18th, and they'll send you an email. You should get it directly from the school, from I believe it's Miss Elizabeth Serva. I think she's the one that sends you the times. So I would just keep an email on that, and she'll tell you what places to go and what time. So for that, it's random. So you just have to continue to be on the lookout for that.
All right. So I will not get penalized with Castle Branch or anything on that until I get it done, because this is the 3rd notice that I received from them.
Yeah. So I think Castle Branch is just sending you a reminder that you have to still turn that one in. But at that point, you can't do much until you've actually done the.
Got it. Okay. Because I got everything done except that.
Yeah. So I bet you they're just sending you a reminder that you still have one thing to do, but you'll just have to wait until you get that email for the drug screening.
Awesome. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you.
So I had a question.
Yes.
So in Castle Branch, like where it says like in the beginning, it'll say like the different immunizations. Like what exactly do we upload there? Like do we just upload like?
Well, it depends on which immunization. Are you talking about like the MMR or like the varicella?
Like any of them. Like
so for the measles, mumps, and rubella, it's required that you get the titer done. So your regular, even though you've probably had them done when you're a child, because there has been a recent measles outbreak in Phoenix, it's required that you get a titer done, which is basically like a blood. They just check your blood. So that's what you'll be uploading for the MMR, the measles, mumps. Same with, but I believe that for like your varicella and your hepatitis B, I believe you can just show proof that you've been vaccinated for those. Like, so if you have a record of your immunizations for those two, and the Tdap, I believe as well, you can just upload proof that you've gotten those immunizations. But for the MMR, it's required that you do the titer. So your proof of immunizations for that one won't be accepted.
Okay, so do you mean like if I have like a copy of like my baby book, for example, like can I just upload that?
You can try, or like I just went to my normal doctor and they just printed me off a copy because they had a record of it.
Okay, I have that too.
Yeah, I would just say if you have a more recent copy than that, I would maybe just recommend uploading that one.
Okay.
I know for the measles, mumps, like that one is a titer. So if you haven't done the titer, I would make sure you get that done.
Okay, and then I forgot what I was going to say. Never mind.
No problem.
Oh, sorry. I remember now.
Okay.
So I did go and get like blood to check for the titer for MMR, and then my titer for Hep B came back negative. And so I had to repeat the series, but my third one, I had my first two done, but the third one won't be done until like March or something. Okay. And they said that's okay, right?
Yeah, so as long as you're just up to date, so as long as you get that third one when you're supposed to get the third one, you'll be okay. I believe Castle Branch will still tell you that it's like incomplete, but as soon as you're finished with the series, you just got to upload it, and it should be okay. But the main thing there is they just want to make sure that you're up to date and you're progressing like you're supposed to, then that's okay.
Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you. I'm gonna go now.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Hopefully I was helpful.
It was very helpful. Thank you.
Yeah. What other questions do you guys have?
I just got a quick concern.
Yes, ma'am.
You said that you were already a student, right? Actually, and practicing nurse. Yeah,
so I'm currently just a student at the school.
Okay, so on the med lab, so on those, what kind of suggestions could you give us? Like, we need to memorize on how to do the fractions and stuff, or?
Oh, for like the dosage calculation?
Yes.
So you will have a few like math boot camps, and they show you a few different formulas of how to do it. So there's like the proportion and ratio. There's one that's called dimensional analysis. You will have a few different math boot camps before the actual dosage calculation test that you have to take. And I believe there's also like a class that you can enroll in on the LRC to kind of get ahead if you want. The method that I use, it's called the desired over have method. I think it's the easiest one because it's not so much, like for my head, it's the easiest method. But they don't show you one specific way you can do it. They kind of show you multiple ways, and whatever way works best for you, you can choose to do it on the exam. I don't know if that answered your question.
You did.
Okay, yeah. And then you do have 3 chances for the dosage calculation test, so it's not like you're one and done. You get a few chances.
And after the 3rd attempt, there's no more attempts?
Yeah, so after the 3rd attempt, I don't think you were allowed to move on until, after the 3rd attempt, there's no more attempts. To be honest, I don't know what happens afterwards. Like,
I'm assuming that you're gonna get kicked out.
Yeah, that's what I would assume too. And I don't know if you're just put on the wait list to rejoin the next semester or however that looks. But to be honest, like I was more worried about it than I actually should have been. As long as you just attend the math boot camps and you just ask the questions if you're not understanding, like it's not hard math. It's just very reading the questions and making sure you read the question fully, you know?
Okay.
Yeah, and I think Miss Chafin, she just sent out an email about where to find the dosage calculation, like on the LRC. I think she sent out an email today about where to find those dosage calculation workshops. And I know there's some dosage.
Yeah, I got it done, so I'm already
Yeah.
registered, but I'm really concerned for that.
Yeah, I understand that. No,
I'm good
like,
at math. It's just that every time that it comes with exams, it freaks me out.
right. I totally understand. Like that was the main talk of the first few weeks of on campus was everyone was freaking out over the math, and it is a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. But
was it difficult?
To be so like personally, like I didn't find the math difficult. I did have mostly the thing that kind of set me back was like the anxiety of I can't get any wrong, you know?
Mm-hmm.
On my first, it took me 2 attempts. The first attempt, I only missed one question because I didn't read the question all the way, and so I didn't answer the question correctly, you know? So I figured out, instead of finding out how many doses I was giving that person per day, I found out how much I was giving them only per dose. So that's why I say just make sure you take the time and read the question all the way so you can answer the question correctly.
How many questions are there? 40?
Yes, I believe, honestly, I think there's like 20 or 40. It's somewhere, it's one of those two numbers. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I think I'm good. Thank you so much, River.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
Happy holidays.
You as well.
Hi, Trevor. Thank you so much for everything. I got all my questions answered. You answered everybody else. I was just listening in.
Oh, okay, perfect. Well, I'm glad I can help.
Thank you so much. And we'll see. Hopefully. Okay, I have a question. Have you heard anything about like on campus or anything like that?
Have I done anything on campus?
Well, like, are we only going to be doing like clinicals, like our skills labs on campus, or just?
For me this semester, all of my lectures have been through Zoom, and then all of my skills lab and the simulations that we've done have been on campus.
Do they have you doing any clinical settings at all or no?
I know they've been giving the clinical spaces that they have found. I believe they're giving to the more advanced students who are in the higher semesters.
Gotcha.
Because the clinicals they were supposed to have, they haven't done them yet, from what I've heard, and I'm not 100% sure. So they're giving those clinical spaces to those students. But
yeah, because they need the hours, right?
Yeah, but the simulations that we've done for my semester, they do count as clinical hours.
They do count as okay, good. I was worried about that because I was like, what if we're short hours in the end?
Yeah, they told us our simulations do count as clinical hours, so to take them like they are real clinicals, you know.
Okay, perfect.
They do make them as real as possible, so it's pretty cool.
I know, and I probably shouldn't. I'm just nervous about all that, I guess.
Yeah, I totally get it.
What semester are you in?
I'm in semester 5, so I just am finishing my first semester.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So I'll be moving on to semester 6, so.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And then another quick question. How many days were you on campus?
So I'm on campus Wednesdays and Thursdays, so 2 days. And then all of our exams are in person. So whatever days,
fun.
whatever days you have an exam, you'll be on campus for those.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah. And like my Wednesday, when I had, because we only had simulations for 5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So like on Wednesdays were my sim days, so I would be on campus from 7 to 4. Okay,
that's not bad.
It's not bad, no. And then on Thursdays, like today, I only had lab from 7 to 9.
Oh, that's not bad at all. And then you were done the rest of the day?
And then I did have a class from 1:30 to 4, but that was online, so I've been home.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah. So, and then like each cohort is split into like different groups. So like I'm in the red group. So like we have our lab today from 7 to 9. And then there's a few other groups that go from 9:30 to 11 or whatever that 2-hour window is.
And then are all of you together for class, or are you guys in different classes?
We're all in the same class, like on Zoom, but when we actually go to campus because of the COVID rules.
Oh, they have to split everybody up.
So we're split into 4 groups, and those groups are 2 groups are in from that first window, and then in the afternoon there's the 2 other groups.
And the other 2 groups. Okay. Now I'm kind of catching on because I was trying to figure out in my head how that all ran.
Yeah.
So that I knew like schedule wise for myself outside of school.
Yeah, I get that.
Or if you even have a life outside of school, which I know you really
so
don't.
I try to work 2 days a week. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
What 2 days are you even able to work? Are you able to work any?
I work Saturdays I mostly work Saturdays and then like Friday evenings.
Oh, great.
Yeah. But like tomorrow I have an exam at 8 and then I work 12 to 8.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah. So I try to plan as best as I can.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I'm trying to think ahead, and it's not going to work until I get my schedule.
Yeah, that's honestly how it worked for me. I couldn't really plan ahead until I got the schedule, you know?
Yeah, exactly. What's our first day of school for us?
Honestly, I don't know.
I know, I can't remember. I don't know if it's not right after January. Is it January? I don't know if it's January 4th or if it's the following week.
It might be the following week, but I haven't gotten my schedule for that either, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, because didn't you guys not get your schedule until the day it started?
I think we got it not the day it started. I think we got it a few days or at least a week before.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering, so I can let my work know.
Right. I totally get it.
I gotta go.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's my big deal. But thank you so much, Trevor, and hopefully we'll be able to all see each other one day.
Yeah, hopefully.
All right, you take care. Have a great evening and Merry Christmas.
Thank you, you as well.
All right, bye.
Bye.